And this will be the first question on the record. So, can I ask how long you've been rapping? How long you would consider yourself a musician?
It's 14 years.
Wow.
I've been rocking for 14 years now.
Wow. That is okay. That's why I wanted to start it, because it's like, when it comes to the arts, it's so easy to just stop. You know what I mean? The only person giving yourself momentum is you. So, can I ask, where are you from? Where did you start your musical journey?
Well, I was born up in Portland in Oregon, but that was as a really young kid that I lived up there. And I've lived around Nevada City, Nevada County for most of my life.
Yeah.
So I doing my tracks and my first recordings up here in Grass Valley, Nevada City, when I was about 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of broke onto the scene in Sacramento because that was like, that was where the rappers were, and that was where the bigger money and bigger shows were. So, my first shows were kind of down there in Sac, and we rocked there for quite a few years. That was before Nevada City had quite the vibe it has now,
Yeah, I definitely think you and the other, conscious rappers in town, I'm going to definitely keep this focused on you and not name drop a lot, you know what I mean? Because I want to keep the spotlight on you. But I definitely would say you're at the forefront with a couple of the other conscious rappers in the area who are really pushing it forward. You know what I mean? You guys had me perform with you at Stonehouse, and that was so cool. But I was like, wow, you guys are really at the forefront of this conscious hip-hop movement in the area, which is, predominantly traditional. So to me, it really stands out. I haven't even said this to you guys because I've worked with you, you know what I mean? But like, I'm just speaking from like a cultural perspective. I think it's really important. So let's see, what else could we ask that I think would be really compelling for this newsletter? Because I don't want to ask real basic stuff. I'm real curious, Wait, so you said you've lived in Grass Valley, Nevada City most of your life. What would you say it is about this area that keeps you inspired? What keeps you here? Because to be honest, like you said, the hip hop scene is in Sacramento or really elsewhere. Like, what is it, do you think, that keeps you rooted here? What inspires you to keep writing music here?
There's quite a few things that keep me here. One of the things that I like best about here for music in specific is that it's kind of the best of both worlds. Usually when you get out into the woods and beautiful nature, you leave behind any sort of, booming music scene or arts and culture.
Yeah, that's true.
Out in the woods, and that's all you got. Or if you go into where the music's cracking and the vibes are lit, then you got a big city and no nature and no peace. So I'm kind of here because it's got the best of the blend of like the nature and the, beautiful scenery and the things that I need to actually feel inspired and feel, like rooted and grounded to even be in a position to write and create. Mm-hmm. But then there's enough of a scene and enough venues where I can still have shows with 100, 200, 300, 400 people, like I'm in a big city.
Yeah.
So that's really a major part of why I'm here, and also the cannabis culture was a lot of what the psychedelic cannabis culture and healing, metaphysical type of culture is a lot of it too, because I'm on a healing journey, and spiritual evolution is at the top of my priority list. So it's just, I can't find a better area for exactly the blend of the things I do than here.
Yeah, and what you're saying about it being so, integrated and almost synonymous with cannabis culture, being able to create constantly and then also be able to have the beauty of nature around you and have a receptive audience for your music. They don't talk, I feel like this has not been touched on at all, and it's such a big part of what Nevada City is, and good answer there.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's see. I want to also give some nice human aspects of it. So you were just married to the love of your life, Steph. She's awesome. But what? So will you just give us a little brief? I know she's also real supportive of your music, so that's cool. let's see. So when were you guys married? Where? I know the answers to this, but on the record. And what is your plan for the future here in Nevada City? You have any new projects on the horizon? I'm definitely going to put up that music video that you posted because it looks pretty rad. So I'll link that up. I'll give you a few minutes here to tell me what you got going on. Plug.
Okay, so
plug it in.
yeah,
Plug.
we've been married for just about a month now.
Yay.
We had gotten married at the fairgrounds, the Nevada County Fairgrounds, and we have been together for a little over 3 years now.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually met her kind of on the scene at Elixir in Nevada City. And we had, chatted about different health, and healing modalities and things I knew about, things she knew about.
Ooh.
And kind of started hanging out and doing, like, professional stuff around that. And I was learning Ayurveda from her, and then we started going on hikes and just kind of hanging out for quite a while. It was like a really slow process, which was good for both of us. And, after quite a while of, hanging out and, learning from each other, we kind of started slowly dating. And, within, it probably took like 6 months or 8 months before we were like, okay, yeah, we're together type of shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there was definitely that.
I definitely wanted to feature that too, because just, I'm no spring chicken, I'm 36, but even, our younger generation where people focus so much on like, it's just so fast, like fast love, the dating apps and whatnot, and not even taking time for romance or getting acquainted. I remember Steph had mentioned that it took a little while for you guys to get to know each other, and I was like, that's so beautiful, because God knows that like hardly ever happens. And even when you guys got married, I was just like, oh, congratulations so much, because, I just think it will only contribute to both your success, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It's been really awesome.
I'm so happy for you guys. Okay, congratulations. All right, we got to plug that. And then let's see, any projects on the arena, any shows you want to plug?
Yeah, I am. I'm just getting back into doing a lot right now. So right now I just booked something for February in Tahoe.
Ooh, nice.
So I'll be doing a show at Whiskey Dick's in Tahoe on February 5th.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah, and I'm going to be rocking with my whole crew, the Mass Conscious Music crew.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
My niece, Dakari Melodic, she's
Mm-hmm.
coming onto the scene, and she's really dope and just starting to catch some traction. She just dropped a couple new songs too. And then we're rocking with our group called Minions of the Moon.
Ooh,
They're
sweet.
going to be like co-headlining a show with us up there. And I'm just starting to kind of organize and get back into the flow after the whole, harvest season and all the slowdowns we had. So I'm kind of just picking back up. Probably going to be booking something at Elixir in the Haven. Definitely going to be one thing I haven't said yet, but I'm willing to say it now, is that I'm actually doing a new album right now, a new solo album called Divine Essence.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah. So it's going to be dropping in the spring, and I'm going to be headlining an album release show at the Haven Underground in Nevada City, probably around mid-April, maybe even on 420 if it's...
Oh yeah, 420, please. That'd be so sweet.
Yeah, so I got one music video that you were seeing a clip of that I'm dropping in 4 days, I think. The solstice, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, on the solstice I'll be dropping that.
Okay.
So that's a song called Peace of Mind, and it's kind of like a poetic, like heartfelt piece. I didn't do a chorus; it's just bars all the way through the entire 3-minute beat, and it was really, I was trying to reach out to people and be like, hit them in that heart chakra space and really get them to, because a lot of hip hop is like, people are just in their heads. They're trying to be cool. They're trying to sound cool. They're trying to look like ballers. And so much of that isn't even realistic. And the parts of it that are real, if people are really living that life, is not even good and healthy and positive anyway.
Right.
So I've kind of moved completely away from that. My whole record label, Mass Conscious Music, focuses on, spiritual evolution resolution and healing and, you know, community, while really still keeping the, you know, the beats banging and the dance floor cracking. You know, we're not trying to be on some, like, you know, slow down, chill down, like non-flat music. You know, I kind of blend like the powerful heavy bass and like reggae and electronic vibes with really conscious music, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I feel like people are really needing a serious wake-up call, and they're not hearing it from just, you know, posts and talking. They need to be listening to stuff that like makes them inspired, but then all of a sudden they're catching downloads, and it's shifting the way they view things. So
yeah, I was gonna say that's, you read my mind, because I was like, how do I phrase it as a question? I was just gonna say, like, as far as hip hop goes, it's usually laden with, you know, really false personalities or images of grandeur. Even on a small scale, people still try to front that way. And you guys are very genuine. Not you guys, I'm trying to focus the interview, but like, you are very genuine. Your lyrics are genuine. Your essence is genuine. It doesn't feel like, feels like it's very much who who you are. So I was like, how do I ask that? But you answered it. Like, there's definitely an image to, you know, there's an image you do not want to reflect in that genre a lot of times.
definitely, yeah. I'm trying to be the trendsetter, you know, set a new trend for a whole new precedent of hip hop. And, you know, I've been doing it like this for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I was getting slept on for a while because people just weren't ready. And like the consciousness was not, you know, keyed into this yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that, you know, the past few years have really brought people up to realize, like, dude, we need to focus on our health and community and our, you know, our mental well-being and spirituality more than ever. And so I think I'm starting to catch bigger traction, and my numbers are starting to climb. And, you know, after a lot of work, it's starting to look like people are ready to hear what I'm saying. So
yeah, it's genuine and it's consistent. That's why it's good. It's good.